It's Chap and Nobody Else's Auto. It is Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock Central Time, time for some Toy Tuesday. Number one's already on with us. Kevin L. is here also. Glad you guys made it. Tonight, we've got a viewer box, but it's kind of a smaller viewer box, so I thought, well, I'll get a couple of other things lined out just in case there's not a ton of stuff in the viewer box. So, we may have a little bit of a mixture of stuff tonight. Not really sure. I don't even know for sure yet, because we've got a viewer box, so we'll see what that entails, and then kind of go from there. If there's a bunch of stuff in the viewer box, we'll save this other stuff for next week. If there's not a lot of stuff in the viewer box, we'll roll into this other stuff. So anyway, we'll give everybody a few seconds to get their notifications, know that we are live and we are rolling tonight for some Toy Tuesday on some more super cool memorabilia. But anyway, like I said, tonight's viewer box, it's not real huge. Lee from New York's here with us. So we'll see what it entails. It is another one from one of our friends in Canada, so who knows? Who knows what it may or may not be. But anyway, we got a few people jumping on with us, so we'll go ahead and bust this thing open. Bud's on with us. Leo's on with us. And see what's in the viewer box. And like I said, if it goes quick, we'll dig into some other stuff. Jim Petty's on. But here it is. It's not a big one by any means. Let me get this thing kind of squared up here so I can kind of see what's going on. And share with you guys what we find in the viewer box. But you can see it's not a huge box. Ryan and Amy are on with us. Smaller viewer box, all taped up. Not really sure what's in here, but it is from Canada. Steve's here with us. So another one from one of our friends in Canada. We've got several friends in Canada that have sent us a lot of viewer boxes actually over the last year or so. Always appreciate that. Let's check it out, see what's in here. Brian Dispatch is here from Eastern Canada. All right. Kenny's here. Bill's on with us. T-shirts. Let's check out the T-shirts. Okay. Oh, that's a cool truck. Check this thing out. The Labatt Brewing, blah, 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 blah. Dennis is on. John's here. The Labatt's Brewing truck. This super cool streamlined truck from Labatt's Brewing Company. They made these way, way back in the day. They've had one restored. God Monster's back on with us. So a super cool Labatt Brewing t-shirt with the awesome streamlined Labatt Brewing truck and delivery trailer. Peter's on with us from Oz. So those are neat. That's a neat shirt with that on there. There's some more shirts here. They all look. Let's see. There's another one of those. So maybe we got what's this? Oh, Canadian syrup. Robinson Canadian maple syrup. Looks like that leaked a little bit, but they put it in a plastic bag, so that's good. What do we got popping up here? Eloy made it. Number one, MG removable hardtop. I don't even know what it is, actually. We can look at it here in a minute. I don't even know what the heck it is. Maybe some of you guys will know what it is. Well, after the viewer box, we'll check it out. So, some Canadian maple syrup and more T-shirts. All the same T-shirts from the Labatt Brewing Company with a super cool truck on it. So, that's what we had tonight. A mixture, just a mixture of T-shirts and the Canadian maple syrup. So, not a ton of stuff in the viewer box tonight, but some really cool stuff. I mean, let's take another look at this thing. Those are just awesome looking trucks, and I mean, I'd love to see one in person someday. But that's what these are. A few T-shirts with this truck on it from Labatt's Brewing. So I guess that is actually it for the viewer box tonight. Since it wasn't a big box, that's kind of what I was wondering, that there may not be a lot in it. But we definitely wanted to share it with you, especially when the truck on it is that cool. We definitely wanted to share it with you. So we'll scooch that out of the way. But I don't really know what this top is. If anybody else knows, I am all ears. It was at the Maple Brothers auction, and it's a really short little top. Like, really short little top. It's got a rear window defogger built into it. It's got factory type looking brackets, but I don't have any clue what it is. But I figured if nothing else, the stand would work great for my Viper top. So I figured it was worth that for the stand for my Viper top, but I don't have any idea what the top itself is. But all this trim, the rear back window with defogger, all that stuff looks like a factory type deal, but I don't have any idea what it is. They said it was for a Mercedes is what they advertised it as, but it's so small that I don't have any clue what kind of Mercedes it could fit. But it is a small top. But I don't know. Haven't had time to do much research on it. So if any of you guys have any ideas, I'm all ears because I don't know. John, mail envelope cash to get your name in the big Buick can. That's perfect, John. We've got a week and a half, so we should be good to go on that, John. Shouldn't be a problem. The only names on the top on the window. The window says like S-I-C-U-R-S-I-V. Sicker Serve, Sykes or Serve, I don't know. Syker Siv, S-I-C-U-R-S-I-V. No clue. Like I said, haven't had time to mess with it. I bought it at Maple Brothers auction. Number one says maybe MG Midget or Austin Sprite. It could be. It's something weird because it's a little teeny tiny top. So, but like I said, I bought it reasonable enough, and I figured if nothing else, I'll use the stand for my Viper top because I need somewhere to put it. Brian Dispatch, first heated rear glass in '69, so newer than that. I figured it was a mid-'70s deal is kind of what I was thinking, early to mid-'70s. Brian's here with us. Cigarette, no, it wasn't that. It was, now, S-I-C-U-R-S-I-V. I don't know. Like I said, haven't had time to look it up. Haven't had time to do any research on it, so one of these days I'll get to it. If not, I'll throw it in the building out at the yard and use the stand for my Viper top. Bill, just put mine in the mail this morning. I have a question. Is shipping included, or do we have to pay shipping on the Miracle Power sign? Miracle Power sign, the shipping is included in that. If you tried to call me, Bill, and you didn't leave me a message, then I didn't know it was you. So yeah, if you don't leave me a message, then then I'm kind of at a loss. So yeah, if you tried to call me and you didn't leave me a message, then I was busy, then I don't know what to do about it. So, but yeah, the Miracle Power clock, the shipping's going to be included in the raffle on that. But anyway, like I said, if it was a small viewer box, and if there wasn't a ton in it, we were going to catch some other stuff tonight, so we're going to do that as well. I got a couple of other things set out that I thought was worth checking out, so we're going to grab those right now. So bear with me for a second. We'll get ready. We're going to check out some more cool stuff because we're not done yet. Like I said, not knowing what was in the viewer box, I wanted to make sure I had a little bit of a backup plan just in case it was just a few items, and that's what it was, and they were cool items. Let's move on to a couple of other things here real quick. So, I got some other neat stuff to check out. I got a little family of stuff here to check out, okay? Number one, what is the length of the roof and glass dimensions? I'll have to grab a tape, and none of it's square. Nothing on it is square, so it's going to be kind of tough to tell. But I can grab a tape measure here in a minute and get that. But if you guys have been hanging out with me for a while, watching Toy Tuesdays, watching memorabilia stuff, I know a lot of you caught the videos here a few weeks back digging in the old barn. Let's see. Bill says, "Okay, I answered everything perfect. No problem. No problem. Not a big deal. Glad we got that all sorted out." Frank's here with us. But one of the cool things that I found, and it's like I said, this is all related, and it all came out of the exact same barn, all within 30 feet of each other, in different places, but all within 30 feet of each other. And I didn't even realize how cool some of this was until I actually got it home and started looking. Now, I know a lot of you remember seeing me dig some Maytag cans out. Number one says he's going to solve the riddle since he's out on trivia for a little bit, giving everybody else a fair shot. But I know a lot of you guys seen me dig some of these Maytag cans out. So after I got them back, I kind of started sorting through some of this stuff. A lot of them haven't been sorted, but I threw all the Maytag cans in one spot. Well, a little bit later when I got time, I started looking at them. Well, I grabbed this can, and it made noise. Kind of weird. So I looked inside. and I found this. I found this little bitty teeny tiny measuring cup. Didn't think much about it. Kind of a cute little dude, little teeny tiny handle on it, you know. Until I looked at the bottom of it. This is a Maytag measuring cup. Let me grab a tape measure. I want to show you how tiny this thing is. It's a little under 2 inches, so it's a little tiny dude. About 1.5 inches across. But like I said, little tiny handle, little tiny pouring spout, and it says Maytag right on it. It's kind of odd. And it was inside of this gorgeous Maytag spout can. Kind of odd. Obviously, it's supposed to be there. It says Maytag. Okay. Obviously, this thing is super cool and beautiful. So, I figured, what the heck? Read the directions, right? That never gets you anywhere. So, read the directions on the back. This says Maytag. It's the fuel mixing can. Maytag Multi-Motor Washer. Because if we, and I guess we better, yeah, good shot, Glass. That's right, Leo. We better, better back up a little bit. The washing machines used to be gas powered. They didn't have electric washing machines. You had a gas motor on them. You kept them on the back porch or outside, and you started up the gas motor for you to do your laundry. So this was actually an original Maytag fuel mixing can. Now, when you put that into perspective, that this was designed to mix fuel, and you look at the colors and the gloss on this thing for a can that was designed to mix fuel in, 50, 60, 70 years ago, pretty amazing it still looks like this. But anyway, on the fuel mixing can, on the back of it, where the directions are, because who would read those? First, pour 1 small measuring cup, John says most use a hit and miss motor, yep, of Maytag Special Multi-Motor Oil into can with your handy-dandy little Maytag measuring cup, which will bring it to near the bottom of the can. Then to the bottom ring of the can, right down here. So 1 cup of this was to bring put about this much oil to the bottom measuring ring in the can. So this is all by design. This is all completely by design. And I don't know what era this is, but it's probably got to be 40s or 50s. So 1 cup of this, put enough oil in to get to this measuring ring. Then you fill to the upper ring up here with clean standard, not high test, gasoline, and fill base of engine with mixture thus obtained. So, this is how you did it. One of your little Maytag measuring cups would get you enough oil to get up to here. Then you put regular gasoline up to here, and you were ready to go. John, I bet there isn't any of those many measuring cups left. Yeah, especially not in this condition. So, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I'm reading the instructions, and it says Maytag Multi-Motor Oil. Well, Brian Dispatch, valuable can back when there was a Maytag man. Yep. I think, well, I've got more Maytag cans. What are they? So, I went and looked, and guess what? They are Maytag Multi-Motor Oil cans, a quart and a gallon. I've got one of each, out of the same barn, at the same time, on the same find, on the same dig. The quart here, Maytag Multi-Motor Oil, special oil prepared exclusively for use in the Maytag Multi-Motor Engine, the Maytag Company, Newton, Iowa. Now, the gallon is the same thing, literally exactly. These actually both have oil in them. The gallon, we'll look at the gallon can since it's a little easier to see on the screen. But there again, and this is a beautiful can, beautiful colors. We've still got the Maytag shield. Says all the same stuff on it. Has directions on the side of it. Other side is the same as the front. And more instructions on this side. This gallon can actually even still has, believe it or not, the original cap on it. So I kind of got, I mean, I'm not like a big Maytag guy, or by any means, you know. But the fact that this all kind of fell together out of the same barn, that this stuff's been in there for probably 50 years. And then Dennis says, now all we need is the machine. Yep. Great colors, that's right, Kenny. So I was kind of geeked out about it. You know, I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. When I found my little Maytag measuring cup, my little mixing can, I then realized I had the multi-motor oil can all at the same time. So it's like, that's pretty neat. John's not a Maytag either, but it is now. That's right, Kevin. It is a cool piece of history. Well, after I realized all this, okay, I figured this all out. I put the pieces of the puzzle together. I realized I got a really cool little set. I got to thinking. There was something I didn't grab in that barn that I should have. Now, fortunately, I figured this out prior to the last time we were out there. Brian always liked the graphics as well. So when we went back out a few weeks ago, I went back into the barn and found the other piece that I remembered seeing but needed to do some digging and try to find it again, because obviously you guys saw that barn was kind of a mess. Stuff had been stacked in there and stacked in there and stacked in there and stacked in there for years. But I knew I needed to find this thing because it needed to complete my Maytag set out of one old barn at the same time. What was that other piece? Well, here it is. There's the engine. Yep, there's the Maytag engine that I found in the same barn. We'll kind of get it tipped up here so you guys can see it right there on the side. It says Maytag right on it. It still kicks over. And these were pretty crude. I don't think these would pass any OSHA safety regulation at all at this point. So if you can see, I'll try to kind of give you guys a little better look and try to point out a few things. Leo says put it on a Harley. Yep. As you kick this over, you can see these gears here. This is actually how you started this thing. It was a kickstart. Literally has a foot pedal right here. It would engage right here, push down on it. These gears would spin the engine over. What's the name on the spark plug, says Jim? It is a Champion. It is a Champion plug. Hit it, kick it over. Obviously your flywheel. Now, I don't think it would take much to get it running, Kevin. But like I said, there's no carburetor or anything on it. It's missing a few pieces. It's not totally complete. It does have a serial number on it over here on the flywheel. We'll kind of turn it around so you guys can get a little bit better look at this side of it as well. This thing is kind of heavy, so Randy, that powered a lot of washing machines on farmsteads. That's exactly what it did. You can see on the front of it, here's the plug, here's the cylinder head. Or put on the pea picker and ride some wheelies, yeah. But over here on this side, we see the flywheel and the pulley. You see it kicking over. So these were pretty crude. They would pass absolutely zero safety regulations in today's world. You can kind of see these things just bolted flat right here and right here. There's one boss broken back over here you probably can't see. Brian, I always love the thrill of the hunt. That's right. Eloy, I can't imagine some Maytag guy coming over and repairing that. Let's see. Peter, back in the day, everything was good for you. Yeah, that's right. Everything was okay. John digs it too. But like I said, it's kind of a cool deal. We can see here we got one boss broken off on this thing. But you can kind of see how this mech works here to crank it over. So pretty basic, nothing really exotic about these things at all. But I thought it was pretty cool to find all of this in one barn, in one place. And to be able, and like I said, I saw this, but I kind of passed over it to start with until I realized what I had on the can collection and realized that this was the real deal right here, the actual engine that probably was used with those cans. The bottom of it's just pretty much a flat mount base. Just sat flat, bolted her down. Then once you had her bolted down and mounted, you got out your Maytag measuring cup. your Maytag fuel mixing can, and your Maytag Multi-Motor Oil. You put 1 cup in here, got her up to this line, filled her up with gas. Just made it. John says, awesome display. Yeah, it is a cool display. Poured her in your Maytag engine, and you got to doing some laundry. So anyway, like I said, I had some other cool stuff lined up. Knowing it wasn't a big viewer box, I didn't want to just do that and not just have a few things in it, which we did, but it was cool stuff. But I've had this Maytag stuff laying here, and I needed a good time to do it, and I thought this would be a great backup plan, you know, to finish out the evening if we needed to, and it worked out well. So sounds like a lot of you guys really dug it. I was pretty geeked about it. Like I said, I'm not a big Maytag guy particularly, or a big stationary engine guy in general. But just, you know, this can I thought was awesome. There was 2 of these in here. Dad got one and I got one. And then I found the little measuring cup in it. And then I realized that I also had the cans of the oil out of the same barn. So when I went back for the last time, I grabbed the engine. That's right, Joe. But I thought about that, Joe. It'd be cool to see it get it running, but I know it's missing a few pieces. And I don't know what it would take, and I don't know when I'd have time to mess with it. And I didn't want to just forget about it completely and at least not share the story and the pieces with you guys and completely forget about it. But there again, like I said, not necessarily car stuff, but right along the line with the cans that we all dig. Was super excited about it. And Leo says the whole set is cool. It is cool, and that's kind of why I got excited about it, even though it isn't necessarily you know, exactly in our line of what our cup of tea is. John says, just look at it. That's right. Lee says it's awesome. Now find the washing machine. I'm the new old Maytag man. That's right, Kenny. So anyway, like I said, a little bit different, but obviously you guys seem to appreciate it just like I did, so I'm glad you did. I'm glad it wasn't completely boring since it was something a little bit off the wall or a little bit different. But I guess it goes to show sometimes you're actually supposed to read the instructions. Because I just seen this little thing in here. That's right, Jim won't run without car parts on it. So I seen this little thing in here, didn't know what it was until I actually read the instructions. Whoa, it's kind of a novel concept. Don't always do that. But that's right, Kevin, old motors are cool. So read the instructions, put 2 and 2 together, figured I better grab the engine, and now I got kind of a little set of kind of cool old Maytag stuff. And you know, and there again, finding it in one barn, you know, all of it was in probably a 30-foot circle of each other, but none of it was together. I think these cans, I know there was 2 of these, but these two came in at one place. I don't know where these other cans come from, but I don't remember if these were all in the same room, but I know the 2 of these that we got came out of the same box. That's right, just reading instructions is optional. Damien's Garage Builds is here. And so a little bit different, a little bit off the wall. That's right, Kenny. Good to read the instructions at some point. Bill digs it. Oh, Damien, yeah. On your T-shirt the other night, give me a call, give me your size, and give me your shipping information on that, Damien. Dennis, difference good. Perfect. I'm glad you guys dig it, even though it was a little bit different. And I hope you guys like the viewer box, too, because that was some cool T-shirts of the Labatt's Beer Brewing delivery truck. But anyway, that's what I've got for tonight. Glad you guys liked it, even though it was a little bit different and a little bit off the wall. Hope you guys caught the video from the Springfield swap meet from last night, where I got the truck unloaded. Kind of gave you a glimpse of the stuff that came home with me. John says it would make a great giveaway, just saying. Yeah. I don't know, like I said, I really wasn't into this stuff till I realized what I had, and then I kind of got excited about the set. But plus, that engine would suck to ship, because I don't think it weighs 50 pounds probably. So, but what else is coming up? Like I said, I hope you caught the Springfield swap meet video from last night. If you didn't, go check that out. I've still got the video clips from the spam drags, excuse me, from last weekend. A lot of cool starting line action and just some cool miscellaneous stuff. But it's all old school stuff, so we'll probably throw that one up tomorrow night. And got to get you some more new inventory stuff coming up. Got stuff shot from the new yard. Brian's ready for Sunday night already. Picked up a Chevy pickup today. We got to get a video done on that. Eloy just took it up to my wife's washing machine and told her to kickstart it. That's right, Joe, the turbo superchargers. Yeah, those are out at the yard, and we usually do Toy Tuesdays. I'm usually in town, so next time I'm out at the yard, we ought to try to squeeze those in for sure. Damien, order another shirt and toss in a few for the clock. Awesome. Thanks, Damien. Appreciate that. Just put all the information on there, and I'll get those on the way to you. John, what year is the Ford truck? That is a 78 F-250. I've got some awesome videos on that truck. Be sure to go back and check them out. That truck is almost a twin to the truck that Dad had that we hauled cars with when I was a kid. So you'll definitely want to go check out the videos on that 78 F-250. I've got it on the lift. I got one of the fuel tanks put in it. The side tank you can't get for those. I need to yank the radiator out, get it fixed. Need to get the carb kitted. So got a few things going with that truck, but that's a super cool truck. Definitely go back and check out those videos if you missed those, John. Lee says, anything uses gas and oil is good. So Peter says, nice sign. See you next week. Awesome. Leo loves the old mags. John says, she's beautiful. Yeah, it's a great truck. Be sure to check out the videos on it because it is a great truck, and it's a pretty exciting truck to me. And there's a lot of reasons why I love that truck. So you'll definitely want to go check out those videos. In addition to after-school kids, nobody's engine still run. Yeah. Number one still thinks we need to give away a car, an engine with a car in it. So, or an engine with a car around it, excuse me. But anyway, that's what I've got for tonight. A little bit different, but you guys thought it was cool. I thought it was cool, and that's what makes it fun, and that's all that matters. So stay tuned. More cool videos coming up this week. And then, of course, Sunday night, 7 o'clock, Sunday night live chat. We'll do some more cool stuff again Sunday night. We'll try to reel it back in. Things got a little carried away last week with the giveaways and everything, but it was a lot of fun because, like I said, 1 million views for a lot of people is nothing, but for this guy, it was a pretty big deal. So Kenny says, hit the like button. Appreciate that. And with that, I'm going to sign off. Leo says, great show. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate all you guys being here. These shows would suck if you weren't here. They wouldn't be great shows if you guys weren't here hanging out. So I appreciate all of that. Anyway, we'll give the old Maytag a few more crank here just for the heck of it. We'll fill it up with a little Maytag oil and a little good fuel. See what happens. So anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. I super appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow night with another video, Friday night with another video, and then, of course, 7 o'clock Sunday night for Sunday night live chat. We're going to have a lot of fun then as well. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for spending a little bit of your Tuesday evening with me and checking out some cool memorabilia. And we will see you again live Sunday night at 7 o'clock Central Time for Sunday night live chat. Thanks for watching, everybody.